Hey guys, what's up? It's George here and welcome to a brand new FIFA 16 tutorial here on our channel bPartGaming International, and today's topic will be one of the most important new features in FIFA 16, passing with purpose. With this new feature you are able to play your passes with way more pace and power than it was possible in FIFA the past years. And to perform such a pass with purpose is very easy as well. While you press the passing button you only have to hold R1 or RB and your player will play the pass with more pace and your teammate will receive the ball faster. The cool thing about this is that there are a whole bunch of situations in which you either want to use or don't want to use those passes with purpose. And right now I'm going to explain every single situation to you in detail. The first spot for using the passing with purpose is also the easiest one, because you simply can perform a low changeover with it, where you pass the ball to your teammate over a longer distance. The advantage here is that the ball isn't losing too much pace on the way to your teammate, and compared to a high changeover your player has less troubles controlling the ball, so in this example Robin is able to instantly dribble around Marcelo. It's important to notice here that these low changeovers don't work over the whole distance of the pitch, so for those situations you should definitely still use high passes. Next up we have good spot number 2, which is a pass with purpose to a player near the box who has positioned himself somewhere around the opponent's defensive line. In general it is very difficult to pass the ball to a player around there, because in FIFA 16 the defenders intercept those passes pretty well. Like in this example where Kroos has positioned himself near the opponent's box, but two of his defenders are standing in the way. If you would try a normal pass now they would definitely intercept it, but with a pass with purpose the ball finds Kroos, he's able to beat the defender in the 1v1 and scores the goal. The next good spot is all about bringing pace to the game, because in my opinion FIFA 16 is more of a slow build-up play type of game, but if you want to start fast counterattacks and create your chances this way, then you definitely have to use passing with purpose. Like in this example where I am able to intercept the ball and directly start a counterattack by playing a fast pass to Ronaldo, and shortly after that the next R1 pass to Bale to skip the midfield in a few seconds. By doing that I am giving the opponent very little time to get his defensive line back, and I can start to do a no-touch dribbling, which we will do a tutorial for as well, this time unfortunately not successful. And the last good spot I want to show you is called difficult passes in the box, and indeed it's the most difficult one of all four. Because we are looking at passes in the opponent's box on a very close space with many defenders who are potentially able to intercept them. Like in this example where Varane has the ball in the opponent's box, I don't really know why, but anyways Ronaldo is positioned pretty well on the far post, but there are 3 defenders as well who would definitely intercept the ball if you would try to play the pass with X or triangle. But if you play it with R1 as a pass with purpose, you can see it, the ball finds Ronaldo and he is able to score. It looks similar to a low cross, but in my opinion it's the better alternative because it's a bit more accurate than the low cross. And if you are able to use that regularly then it can be pretty strong, but of course it's not easy to know when you can play such a ball and when it will be intercepted. Next up I also have the bad spots for you, which means those situations in which you shouldn't use the passing with purpose because it simply doesn't work there and can lead to a loss of possession. The first one is quite simple again. If your passer is facing the wrong direction, which means he has an angle of less than 90 degrees to his teammate, then you shouldn't play a pass with purpose, because it can miss your player by a few meters or can come too high or too fast, which makes it very difficult to control. So make sure to only use passing with purpose if your player is facing his teammate in a more or less straight line. Next up we have the bad ball control of your player. On the one hand that can mean that the ball is already bouncing before you perform the pass with purpose, and that leads to the pass bouncing as well, and that will make the receive extremely difficult for your teammate, so try to control the ball first. And on the other hand, that can mean that you already played a few one-touch passes before you try to perform a pass with purpose, and that leads to a pass which is way faster and more difficult to control for your teammate. In general, it is possible to perform a one-touch pass with purpose, but if you already played more than one first touch pass in a row, better control the ball first and perform the pass afterwards. Bad spot number 3 is when your teammate is covered and or is running away from you. Your teammate being covered mostly plays a role when you try to perform a longer pass with purpose, and does not mean that the pass must be directly covered, because then you wouldn't even try to perform the pass. More important is the situation when your opponent has a defender who is in a good position to run forward and intercept the pass. In most cases he will have a shorter way to the ball than your teammate, and then the AI in FIFA 16 is intelligent enough to recognize that and intercept the ball. So not every pass with purpose will find your teammate. And the other bad spot is when your striker is starting a run away from your player, then you shouldn't try a pass with purpose as well, because the opponent's defender will recognize that and come forward to intercept the ball, while your player has to stop his run and turn around, which is way slower, and that will lead to a loss of possession. And the last tip is quite simple again. I highly recommend you to not play your return passes as passes with purpose, especially the ones at the goalkeeper. Because that will lead to a lot of mistakes. Sometimes the ball will just miss your teammate by a few meters, and sometimes he will perform a very bad receive. Especially your goalkeepers will have lots of troubles, and if your opponent is reacting fast, then he can intercept the ball and will be able to score easy goals. So in case you have to play a return pass, just do it normally by using the X button. That's it for today's tutorial, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something. If that's the case, please give us a like, that would really help us. And be sure to subscribe to our channel bPartGaming International for more FIFA 16 videos. I'll see you next time. Peace.
We are back with FIFA 16 content. There's a lot more to come, and we're gonna take a look at the Rabona shot today. I made a tutorial on the Rabona chip last year